Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I've worked thousands of cases. I'm not supposed to promote my book, but I stick it up here. I just wrote a book with my partner, Peter Salinger. I haven't even learned to hold the book up right. Anyway, it's about how to settle your debt with IRS. Anyway, I've worked thousands of IRS cases. Like I said, I worked there a decade. I've been on the national news. Go to my website at 777irs.com. You've been ripped off by a tax resolution company. What do? My phone here gets a lot of calls. A lot of calls because people have been ripped off by tax relief companies. It's big business. It's real big business. Basically, you've been scammed usually by a salesperson. Just so you know, right up front, these tax relief companies spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month going after this business because people fear the IRS. They think they're lured in by saying penalties and interest are going to go away, ha ha ha, and they can settle their tax debt, ha 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 ha. By the way, just so you know, I used to abate penalties and interest for IRS, and I worked the offer and compromise program to settle IRS tax debts for IRS. Thus the book. So anyway, if you've got ripped off by a company, well, first of all, you need to hire another company. That's something you need to do. You can't just let that go. Number two, you got to get a copy of all the correspondence you have so you know what's been done. If you have a history of what's been done, that'll be helpful. But what you need to do to try to recover, I would actually try to hire someone. Here's the problem. You go to hire someone, you have no money to do that. I understand that. It happens to me all the time. People desperately need work. They desperately need me, and there's no money left. So how you follow up with that is you want to go ahead and you want to send them a certified letter. First of all, by email, make the demands, what you want. You want your files back, everything. You want to tell them exactly when you want it, the date you want it back by, 15, 30 days. Then you send them a certified letter, and you want to keep a record of what you've done. You want a copy of your email. You want a copy of the certified letter with the certified document, and now you start the process. If you get no results, then from there you go to social media right away. They hate social media because they know they're going to lose money on social media. Hit BBB, find out every place their name appears, and leave a review and be a squeaky wheel. So after you've written them a certified letter making a demand, by the way, when you send them a certified letter making a demand, tell them in the demand what they have failed to do, so they give you your money back. Just don't say, I want my money back. You have to tell them exactly what they've done. If you can look at the contract you have with them, and they'll say what they said they were going to do, you want to find the breach and what they said they would do. Then for next, you write a letter to the Attorney General in that state that you're in. Then you go ahead and talk to the Department of Professional Regulation in your state. You want to go ahead and do that. If you feel you've been ripped off and it was a theft of your money, you can contact the police department in your city and have a police report, and then find out who signed that power of attorney for you from that company, and you want to file a claim with the Director of Practice with Internal Revenue Service, laying everything out. Laying out really nice, real professional. And if you really want to get your money back because you're ripped off badly, spend $500-600 for an attorney and let that attorney send that a certified letter. These are all the things you can do to force this company to go ahead and react. These companies are so used to getting these letters, unless you shake them up badly, they're not going to do anything. Those are my recommendations. I feel so sorry for you. You have no idea how many calls that I get for people that have been ripped off. My number one company I get calls for is Optima Tax Relief. I actually think that they advertise too much and they can't deliver. That's only my personal opinion. Anyway, if you need me, I'm here, but that's what you need to do. Thank you. I wish you the best. Please submit to me. Thank you. Subscribe to me. Hey, you can get my book. Thank you.